What is good, y'all? This is your boy, West B502, 1/5 of the Live Movement Forever stream team here. I got this video. I got the Cavs, Warriors, NBA Live 18's demo playing in the background. I want to talk about two things that I want to see in NBA Live's Ultimate Team this year. Standing dunks in the competitive mode. I know you're probably thinking, standing dunks? Yeah, something so simple. Standing dunks was not an NBA Live Ultimate Team in this past installment. That has to change this year. I know I'm not the only one that feels like this. Standing dunks, well, not having standing dunks in that mode pretty much makes, big men useless. Why go out and get a Shaq or a David Robinson? A big powerful guy. Yeah, they're going to grab rebounds, but when they go back up, they're going to go up soft if there's no standing dunks in the game, which means that if they go up soft, you can just send that shot into the nosebleed section. You gotta have standing dunks in the game. I mean, I really don't need to go into too much depth into that. You need standing dunks in the game, in that game mode, I should say. I don't want to make it seem like they weren't in the game, because that's the crazy thing. You can pull off a standing dunk in Dynasty. You can pull off a standing dunk in Pro-Am. You can pull off a standing dunk in head-to-head using regular teams. You play Ultimate Team, whether it's a challenge or you going online, you couldn't do a standing dunk. That baffled me. I didn't understand why it was like that. So that needs to change this year. Another thing I want to see in Ultimate Team this year is a competitive mode. A mode with a more even playing field. I know a lot of guys play Madden, and some guys play Madden strictly for draft champions. It's a more even playing field. The field on Madden, when you play draft champs or MUT drafts as it's called this year, there's not 99s all over the field. Like I said, it's a more even playing field. And on top of that, you're completely unfamiliar with this team. So I got a team I'm not used to playing with. My opponent has a team he's not used to playing with. May the best man win, or the best player win. It calls for, like, a salary cap or a draft champions calls for more strategy. Especially a salary cap, because then you have to build a team, make sure you don't exceed the cap limit. And you got to use some guys that, might be some scrubs. You can't have your team with all elite players. You're going to have to put maybe one or two elites and surround them with a supporting cast. Surround them with role players that you're not used to using. Listen, LUT head-to-head is fun. I play that, and I love it. But at the same time, anybody with a wallet, anybody with a debit or a credit card can rip packs, until they have the best team. But it takes some strategy. It takes some planning to be successful at a salary cap or a draft champions. And I think it'll bring a lot of new people over. Like I said, there's a lot of people who play Madden strictly for draft champs. They'll come over and play draft champs on NBA Live. Another reason why I think you need a competitive mode in the game this year is because your competitor has salary cap this year. Your competitor has salary cap this year. I mean, your game is made in the same building as Madden is made in. Get salary cap over to Live. Get draft champions over to Live. we need different ways to play Ultimate Team on live. Yeah, we want more challenges for offline grinding. We want a revamped head-to-head, with better rewards, a leaderboard, and divisions and whatnot. But at the same time, we want a competitive mode, a mode that's going to give us a more even playing field. Another thing, like if you add in salary cap or draft champs, I've seen guys who play Madden, who play with nothing but regular teams, or who play nothing but CFM, migrate over to draft champions or salary cap because they feel that those modes aren't that cheesy. I think regular Ultimate Team head to head gets the notion of being too cheesy because everybody on the court is OP, overpowered, as some people like to say. So for those who don't like to play it, that mode, give them a mode that's more evened out. A draft champions with like 10 rounds, or something like that. I don't know how many rounds you would go for an NBA Live. Or like I said, a salary cap. I think a salary cap would probably be a little bit more easier to pull off an NBA Live, but one of those modes. You need a competitive mode in the game. But if I keep going on longer, I'll start repeating myself even more than what I'm doing right now. But those are the two things I wanted to talk about. So let's recap real quick before I end the video. Standing dunks. I'm going to say it one more time. Standing dunks must be in NBA Live 18's Ultimate Team. I'm going to say it one more time. NBA Live 18's Ultimate Team must have standing dunks. Now, I said it a little bit different because I almost forgot what I was going to say. But gotta have standing dunks in the game this year, in that game mode. Consistency with the gameplay. And then you need a competitive mode this year. Whether it's salary cap or whether it's draft champs. One or the other. Alright. So hopefully the right ears who need to hear this. And hopefully we get what we asked for in the full presentation of NBA Live 18. I know nothing about the full game. So we just got to wait and see. We got a little under a month. I'm excited. But like I said, those two things I think need to be in the game this year. We'll see. But yeah, those are my thoughts on those two things. I'll be back with another video. I'll probably talk more about Pro-Am, what that mode needs to do in order for it to get better. But until then, this is your boy WestB502 signing out. Peace.